Come.
Good.
I'd like to start off by giving all praises and honor unto Yahweh,
Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Mahakadash.
double honors to the elders, apostles of GMS, teaching and ruling well. Salutation to you faithful believers out there, pushing forth the word. All right. So we just wanted to go into a quick lesson, various topics. All right. And I'd like to bring out 2nd Ezra 15 and 10, and it says, and 9, and it says, and therefore, thus said the Lord, I will surely avenge them and receive unto me all innocent blood from among them. Behold, my people is led as a flock to the slaughter, and I will not suffer them now to dwell in the land of Egypt, so-called Babylon. But I will bring them with a mighty hand and a stretched out arm, and smite Egypt with plagues as before, and will destroy all the land thereof. Egypt shall mourn, and the foundations of it shall be smitten with the plague and punishment that the Most High shall bring upon it. That they that till the ground shall mourn, for their seed shall fail through the blasting of hail, and with the fearful constellation. Just to say that there's a famine coming that's about to happen. A lot of plagues as before, right? There's going to be the time Jacob's trouble, a time as never before seen recorded on in human history, in the history of the world, right? And the brother, we got a couple what's it called? Articles that wanted to bring out that just to support the fact that soon come we're going to come we're entering those times,
We had what's it called? The female vice president of the U.S.
Mm-hmm.
When she said, the dark winter is coming.
Yeah.
She said, get your Christmas gifts early.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Those elites, and they know, they know more than the regular people out there, So in a sense, her telling you that is just in a sense that it's a message for the higher ups to know that we can start up with their agenda, Everything's set in motion,
Okay, so this is an article from RT News, and it was published October 10th, 2021, and the title reads, Cost of Food in the World Rising at Fastest Pace in 40 Years Study. It reads, global food prices have continued to grow substantially this year, with the price index shooting up to 27%, according to the Infoline Information and Analytical Agency. You read on, it says, this is one of the most dynamic price increase since the 70s. Then the price level was about the same, but then it was associated with global financial changes. For 40 years, there has not been such a rise in price that we are now observing, Infoline CEO Ivan Fedyakov told URA and URU. Okay, so basically, food prices are rising up like crazy, and that's leading up to what? It's leading up to the famine. Okay, because in the scriptures it says in 2nd Ezra 6 and 22.
This is the book of 2nd Ezra 6 and verse 22. And suddenly shall the sown places appear unsown, and the full storehouses shall be suddenly found empty.
You see?
Suddenly.
Suddenly, yeah, quickly, man.
Yeah.
Okay, and this food, the article I just read right now, with the food prices rising up, it's eventually leading up to the storehouses being empty.
And also, if I may add, scripture say, when they shall say peace and safety, And that's that's a spirit.
First Thessalonians 5:3. For when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them, as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape.
Right, because everybody thinks it's all good now, you know? You got your vaccine and now you can go to a restaurant, you can go out on a date, you know? Go to the theaters or whatever. They think it's calm, you know?
Yeah.
They think it's peace.
Yeah. They're in that darkness, you know, they fed into that Babylonian juice. So like, you know, they're drunk. You know, they don't understand what's going on. They can't perceive what's going on. They're not in their right mind. You know.
You know, and then suddenly,
yes,
soon they're about to get hit with a.
Yep.
The storehouse is found empty, bro.
A dark winter.
Hey,
imagine that, bro. In the winter, because
in the dark winter.
And you know when it gets dark quickly in the winter, right? Like around 6, 5, you know, the sun starts going down, and then it's dark and everything. And plus with the darkness and the famine too. Hey, Lord willing, us brothers, we're looking forward to that. You know, we're looking forward to that dark winter, the famine. Because what does it say in Job 5:22? At famine thou shalt laugh. Us, we're waiting for this, man. Okay? And also, what's happening with the ship, you know, the shipments, you know, like when the store you go for your products from different, you know, type of regions and countries, what's happening with the shipments, they're being stayed at the dock and they're not getting unloaded. And the reason why they're saying if one person has the, you know, the thing, the C-19,
no, it's gonna block everything.
You can't unload everything.
Oh man.
But yeah, in hospitals, there's multiple people with the C-19, but yet the hospitals are still open. Like, yo, what the?
Yeah, because we understand, as it says in Job, that Esau is the forger of life, the physician of no value, man. You see, and like you were saying, as back in 2 Ezra 15 and 12, Egypt shall mourn, and the foundations of it shall be smitten. What is the foundation? The base. You know, when it goes into that, the people have to eat. You know, people do the Babylon is a great country because of their export. They import a lot of things. But if you stop that, what's that gonna? You know, it's a wrap. It's gonna affect the economy. You know,
because the shelves are gonna be found empty because there's nothing bringing in the, you know.
Exactly. And all the people are relying on the government on that process to eat. You know, if you cut that process, that's a foundation. You know, people actually don't even know how food gets on the shelf.
Come on,
you know,
they've been eating mice to the point where they don't even know that it takes a whole process to bring food into the stores. To fill the stores.
It's like, well, most people their food is Uber Eats.
You don't even care as long as it gets in the crib, bro.
Skip the dish.
You know.
Oh, first, and also, you know, some kids, their mom would prep food for them, but yet they would choose to Uber Eats McDonald's. Yeah. Once that option is out, what are you gonna do?
Look at your mom funny.
The first time you come to your mom, what are we cooking today? We have nothing, man. The stores are empty. Yeah? Man, people don't know what's coming, man. Hey, there's a famine coming, man. Okay? And that's going to bring, what's it say in Lamentations? Salaki, let me get that.
Yeah, get that.
You're going to butcher it.
Yeah, because there's a hard time that's about to happen, man. The day of the Lord, man. You know, the day of the Lord is darkness and not light. You know, people are expecting, you know, even right now, they in their mind, these people that are clueless, in their mind, everything's going to go back to normalcy. But if you have eyes to see, if you're expecting the kingdom of Yahweh Hashem to come, you know that there has to be a downfall of this kingdom. And you know that worse has to come before, as it says, the beginning of sorrows. You know?
This is Lamentations 4 and verse 9. They that be slain with the sword are better than they that are slain with hunger. For these pine away, stricken through for want of the fruits of the field. Scripture say, yo, it's better to die by the sword, bro. It's better to get shot or better to, you know,
quick death.
Because
of famine, bro. Your body is eating itself, and you feel every moment, bro. You know, it's a slow death. It's like torture. You know, torture on another level is just your body eating itself.
God. Scriptures say the Lord is long suffering.
Yep.
That's one of his traits, being long suffering right there. Killing you with the famine. Okay?
You deserve it too, huh?
And Yahweh Shemashah is known as the king of terror. That's
Al-Ashadia. King of terrors, man. Hey, doesn't scripture say it's a terrible thing to fall in the hands of the living power? Okay? All of these people, these 2/3 and these heathens, and especially Esau, man, they're gonna get to meet the king of terrors.
they're gonna get to know Yahweh Shemashah as we have known him. You know?
And how do we know? Through his judgment.
To his judgment.
You know? And these people are gonna get it, man. And the Lord is long suffering, as you said, that he's letting their tabs pile up, their tab pile up, you know, to the point where the only solution for Esau is to be exterminated, as it said in the book of Obadiah. Alright? I got a quick precept just to solidify the instance of how harsh that famine is gonna hit. You know, it says here in 2 Kings 6:26, and as the king of Israel was passing by upon the wall, there cried a woman unto him, saying, Help, my lord, O king. And he said, If the Lord do not help thee, whence shall I help thee? Out of the barn floor or out of the winepress? Because at that time in Israel there was a heavy famine. You know? And it says here in verse 28, and the king said unto her, What waileth thee? And she answered, This woman said unto me, Give thy son, that we may eat him today, and we will eat my son tomorrow.
Because with famine comes cannibalism.
Yep.
A lot of people are gonna get to the point where they're so desperate, you gotta eat something.
Yeah.
You see a child, you might look at them funny, bro.
Yeah, because
You know what I mean?
with the famine, you know, your brain is not working right. You start hallucinating.
Right.
You know how like,
Yeah,
like
yeah, yeah.
you know how like certain cartoons or movies, you know, they show like the hungry guy.
Yeah, he turns into-
This guy turns into a chicken.
Yeah,
Start
he
drooling and
drooling.
shit. Hey, that's what's coming, man.
Yeah.
That's what's coming.
You know what they put in the movies is real. You know what I mean? Where did they
It's
get
real.
it from? The scriptures ultimately, but it's gonna happen in real life, man. We're actually living in a real life movie, man.
Here we go.
You know?
They plotted it too, you know, against their own sons. Like, we're gonna eat them,
Right.
Because when there's no more food on the shelf, when you can't Uber Eats anymore, you know.
And to a lot of people, eating human beings is gonna be normal because McDonald's
Once
they
you
used
cross
to
that
everything.
line,
Bro, most of the people, they can't even go like 6 hours without eating. They can't. As soon as their stomach starts doing that, Uber Eats, McDonald's, going there.
Yeah, they have that American routine where you gotta eat breakfast.
Mm.
We got breakfast, lunch, and then dinner.
And
In between, you need snacks. Little, you know what I mean?
Yeah, to keep you going.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah, man. It's the whole purpose of the system is to push forth to please the flesh,
Right.
you know, to satisfy your flesh. You know, it's never to strengthen your spirit. You know, but if you're walking in the spirit, or if you're trying to keep the law, statutes, and commandments to the best of your abilities, you even go in the fast, you know, to strengthen your spirit, you know, to follow your house shot.
And you suffer now, so you don't have to suffer later.
Here we go.
So that's why brothers go on fast. You know?
Yeah.
Forever, however long they can, you know, the spirit is on them to do it for. You know, but that's ultimately to keep us preserved in the long run.
Yeah, and prepared.
Yeah,
Prepared too.
mentally, you know.
Yeah.
Because you'll be able to go a couple days. You'll be able to go long enough for Yahweh Shemashah to come in, you know, to step in on your behalf.
Yeah.
You can extend that. You might have to go 6 days without eating, but Yahweh Shemashah knows. That's in 1 Corinthians, the 10th chapter, where it says, "No temptation has taken you." Roughly paraphrasing, it says, you know.
This is 1 Corinthians 10 and verse 13. There hath no temptation taken you, but such as is common to man.
Right.
But the Most High is faithful,
Right.
who will not suffer you to be tempted above that ye are able, but will with the temptation also make a way to escape, that ye may be able to bear it.
Right. So Yahweh Shemashah is gonna make you suffer. He knows how far you can go. He's gonna take you there, you know. But then once you're about to, that's when he steps in on your behalf. Boom. He makes a way for you. You know, he makes a way for you, a way out. You might like the Akia and the Pash always you know says The brother with the banana, he just
Yeah,
the bananas.
Hey, scripture say, bro, we're not gonna suffer famine, man.
Con.
Okay, and I got a precept to back that up too.
Con.
This is Proverbs 10 and verse 3.
Mm.
The Lord will not suffer the soul of the righteous to famish, but he casteth away the substance of the wicked. Okay?
Yes, famine is not for the righteous, man. Those that seek Yahweh Shemi Shai in truth and sincerity, man. This is not for us, man. You know? He's gonna cast away the substance of the wicked, man. You see? Yo, you got it.
So like if I may add, him casting away the substance of the wicked, who's that going to? Who do you think that's going to? Yo,
Con.
it's going to one of the hopeful elect.
Con. Like you have these doomsday preppers, you know? They might prep up stock a whole bunch of food, but it's just they do all that and it's not even for them. It's just for an elect to stumble across it. And that's y'all about you guys, you know? So they did all that just for an elect. You know?
Yeah, but that's the thing. There was a precept, Salakia.
As you're looking for it, Isaiah 65, and I'll start at 11. Isaiah 65 and 11. But ye are they that forsake the Lord, you know, the 2/3 and the heathens, that forgot my holy mountain, that prepare a table for the troop, that furnish the drink offering unto that number. Therefore will I number you to the sword, and ye shall all bow down to the slaughter, because when I called, ye did not answer. When I spake, ye did not hear. So this is speaking about the 2/3 of Israel. Okay? But did evil before my eyes, and did choose that wherein I delight not. So taking the jab, you know, lining up to go on a date with Vanessa Williams, you know, pushing forth that those agenda, you know, knocking on people's doors. You know, they saw that video, that Eve just knocking on people's doors to get the jab, you know.
Yo, it's always Eve, bro. That's always, yo, put your mask on. Yeah.
They love joining hand in hand.
Bro,
You know?
yo, 2/3 are crazy, bro.
Come
They're crazy.
Yeah,
They're worse than Esau,
that's
bro.
why they have to go, man, on this side. So they in the kingdom they're gonna come back on the right mind, you know, sober, you know. So it says here in verse 13, therefore thus said the Lord power, behold, my servants shall eat, but ye shall be hungry. See, my servants, those that serve Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. You see, it's not for everyone. Like you brought out, I will not suffer the righteous to famine. You see, it says, behold, my servant shall drink, but ye shall be thirsty. Behold, my servant shall rejoice, but ye shall be ashamed. You see, that's the duality, the separation between those that serve Yahweh Bashim Yahushai and those that serve the world, the devil. Daddy Eve. You see? Behold, my servant shall sing for joy of heart, but ye shall cry for vexation, for sorrow of heart, and shall howl for vexation of spirit.
It's gonna be a lot of
A lot of men crying with like women. You know?
Yeah.
That's like pertaining to what I said earlier.
Yeah.
This is Proverbs 13 and verse 22. A good man leaveth an inheritance for his children's children, and the wealth of the sinner is laid up for the just. Pertaining to what I read earlier in Proverbs, when the famine, because he said the spoil of the wicked is going to be cast out, right?
Yeah.
And right here I just read the Salakia, the wealth of the sinner is laid up for the just.
Here we go.
Hey, it's laid up for the just, man.
Yeah.
You doom, as you said, you doomsday preppers, man. Yeah.
You pack all that canned goods and all that, you know, batteries and this, that, whatever you stock up, man. The Lord's gonna have a wild beast jump on you, just so one of the brothers can come and stumble upon his things, because the Lord set it up for him,
I got someone real quick. This is the book of 2 Peter chapter 2 and verse 9. Yahweh Bahashem Yahushai knoweth how to deliver the godly out of temptation, and to reserve the unjust unto the day of judgment to be punished. He knows how to deliver us out of situations that we deem to be impossible,
Yeah.
To us it might be like, yo, bro, how am I gonna do this, But Yahweh Shai just marvelously. That's one of his titles. Marvelous, Just they'll put you, yo, bro. You might just have to, like an axe, teleport it to a. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You make it the way to escape temptation. You know, won't suffer you to be tempted too much. You know, above what you can handle. You know, and even that part about the wicked, you're being reserved. You know, you're not gonna escape it, as it says. I believe in Wisdom of Solomon, roughly paraphrasing. I know if the wicked do evil all their life, I know it's gonna be better for them, for the righteous that seek to please Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. You know, because their end is better. You know. Yeah.
I have another article.
Bring it up.
Going back to the this second Ezra 6. I'm gonna read 6 and 22 again, and it says, and suddenly shall the sown places appear unsown. That's going into also Esau ruling, you know, because in Ecclesiastes it tells you what a time to plant and a time to pluck that which is planted. So Esau ruling, he's gonna get unsown. He's gonna be plucked up. Yeah, he's gonna be rooted out of the ground. And who's gonna be placed in their spot? The elite, you know. I'm Salaki, the elect. You know, what is that's the duality. Once plucked up, another seed has to be planted, and that's the seed that's supposed to be the righteous son of earth. You know.
If I may add to what you just said, should I read that again?
Second Ezra 6 and 22, and suddenly shall the sown places appear unsown.
Okay, you know how like I think it's like recent. How like the farmers, they're not taking their crops.
Right.
Esau's telling them to destroy their crops. He's paying them to destroy them.
He's actually taking their land.
And also was it
Bill Gates?
This guy bought a lot of land. Not planting shit. Nothing. He just has it.
They're engineering that famine, but through the spirit of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, it's pushing those devils. He's putting that spirit on those devils to create that famine. They artificially created that famine.
Right.
You know, you're gonna starve out the people because they think that they have their own commandments that they have to keep on. You know, like the Georgia guys, you know, they try to keep up with their own stuff. You know, on the left hand. You know,
and they're so lifted up that they think it's them doing it. They don't know Yahweh Hashem and the angels are working on their minds to actually doing Yahweh Hashem's bidding.
The deceiver and the deceived are his.
Come on.
You know, you can't. You're gonna play your role, man. You can't escape it, man. Yes.
This nigga Esau, bro, he's crazy. Bro. This guy's the proudest nigga I know, bro. Yo.
Real quick, this is the book of Ecclesiasticus or Sirach, 10 and 15. The Lord hath plucked up the roots of the proud nations and planted the lowly in their place.
Here, bro.
Come on, man.
When you pluck up the roots, that means it can't go back.
Right.
The plant itself can't, like you exterminate it from even regenerating.
Right.
Because if you don't cut the root, the plant can still survive.
Back, right.
Yeah.
You know, so pluck up the roots of the
it.
proud nation, and we're proud to bring about Esau. That's how about Esau. You know?
The most proud. You know, can't make this up, man. The ego. You know.
This nigga Esau, bro. So this is another article from also RT News pertaining to the famine. It was posted the same day, October 10, 2021, and it reads, shells strike bare across UK as Brits rush to panic buy ahead of Christmas. So people in UK are going crazy right now, man, because they're seeing, they're perceiving, they're saying, oh shit, yo, what's happening, bro? How come the shelves are becoming empty? Do I have to start buying stuff? Because your Christmas is coming, bro. You know, the moms, you know, that look, I can even Christmas.
Yeah. Lord forbid that Christmas is canceled, you know, because they don't have gifts. You know, Lord forbid, that'll be the worst. You know? That'll be like a slap in reality, man. Slap in the face, man. You know? But as there's a precept that says he will destroy Yahweh Hashem Yahushua will destroy the idols of this place. So yeah, he's going, you know, those wicked celebrations, they're pagan, they're idols. You know, people worship those days, you know. So the Lord is coming in, he's breaking again the foundations, man. Everything that they believe that is false, man. You know, he's breaking down all that is vain and that darkness is gonna pass away because the light is on its way. You
Earlier I was reading pertaining to Christmas, with the brother was going into how I was searching up the origin of Christmas, because we know it's a pagan custom, right? And I was saying, paraphrasing, it was basically going into how it's back to an Egyptian deity, Ra, R-A. It's basically like what's it called? He's this deity, the sun god.
Yeah, sun god.
And he has this star thing, and that's why the tree, the star, the star in the tree, that's what it represents. And then they were the Egyptians, they'll put that tree, the Christmas tree in their house, because the Egyptian god had a illness. And them bring that
the guy has an illness. He's making make sense, man.
God, but this that Christmas thing goes back to idol worshiping. Ra, who the fuck is Ra, bro? Bro, people are crazy, bro. That shows you how people are stupid, man. They don't do their research. They just celebrate whatever Esau throws at them, man. Especially these churches. That's the day that the Messiah was born.
How do you know?
In the dead fucking winter? The fuck?
It tells you that he was born in the month of Abib.
Come on, bro. And winter represents death.
But is that not a characteristic of Esau, bro?
Yeah, here you go.
Come on, bro. If he pertains the so-called Messiah as a so-called white man, of course he's gonna put him according to what his criteria is to death.
At the end of what's it called? At the end of the year, so-called year,
Yeah.
And it falls right into the right into his agenda to start selling, Right. It's all a big, it's all money behind it, So he sells whatever is old and he brings out the new,
Boxing Day.
Yeah,
it's all about economics, but it's all about getting richer. Because when he takes from the poor, he keeps taking from the poor, man.
Here you go. Right. He's a thief and a robber, man. He doesn't care, man.
And he actually gets his strength from darkness.
Here you go.
When it's wintertime, the days get shorter.
Yeah.
And it gets darker earlier at nighttime. And Esau gets his strength when there's darkness involved. Because he works with the left-hand side. And the left-hand side deal with a lot of, witchcraft madness.
Yeah. Especially now with the Halloween.
Right.
And all these,
Right. Yeah. The more on the article.
Okay. I was looking for a precept. Back to the article. Reads on. The supply crisis in Britain has worsened as deep concerns over supply chain woes, soaring energy bills, and staff shortages prompt millions of locals to stockpile festive essentials ahead of Christmas, leaving empty shelves.
See, those are blows, man. That's how Bashir is beating their system down, man. So power,
Staff shortages. He's a war tactician.
Here you go.
Yeah, you know how how you besiege a city, you close all the exits for them to not get food or nothing. But that's what the Lord's doing, man.
Here you go.
He's letting those angels loose. He's saying, "Yo, you go there, go there. Tell Esau in his ear. Tell these guys to burn their crops. Tell Esau in the ear. Tell these guys to don't unload their docks. Leave them on the docking thing." Yo, the Lord is making moves, man.
Yeah.
He's making staff shortages. It's not a coincidence that Esau's mandating the Vanessa. That's why there's the staff shortages. A lot of people are not taking it, man.
Not falling for it, man. But at the same time, when the stomach starts growling, man. That's when you're gonna understand where people stand, Right. Because when you gotta eat, you got your families, you got your babies crying, what's for dinner, people might bug out and go for it, man. But then, unbeknownst to them, they take the jab, but there's still no food in the shelves. There's still no food.
Oh yeah, that's a loss, bro.
That's a loss.
That's a double loss.
Yeah.
You can die either way.
That's what happens when you put your trust in the devil, man. You see?
This devil only promotes death, man. He doesn't promote life. He doesn't follow the laws and statutes and commandments. Because the laws and statutes and commandments, they promote what? They promote life. And this guy's death, bro. If you trust in him, of course you're gonna die too, man.
That's what the scripture tells us to never trust our enemy. But something as simple as a gazelle, it's not gonna try to hang around with a lion, man. That goes into survival tactics. But our people are so lost and so I've been so how do you say that? desensitized. They don't even know who their enemy are, man.
Eat them out.
Yeah, that's what it means to be in darkness. And the Esau Edom, he gets his power from darkness.
Right.
Now he can get close to his prey
Right.
without them knowing. He doesn't even have to work as hard.
Right. You know what's heavy? He hit himself.
Yeah, here you go.
So you don't know who's coming at you.
Hmm.
You don't know the guy is, you're going to for help is actually your enemy. That's how amazing of a job he's done.
Hmm.
He actually hit himself. And people don't even regard. Like you don't question that,
Yeah, I had a quick precept. This is Hosea 4 and verse 6. My people are destroyed for a lack of knowledge. Because thou hast rejected knowledge, I will also reject thee, that thou shalt be nor priest to me, seeing that thou hast forgotten the law of thy power, I will also forget thy children. Bro, you got it.
Didn't it say that wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of our times? Without that knowledge and understanding, we're not stable. We're able to be broken down. You see, and since we have rejected, that's that covering. If you're not covered by that knowledge, if you're not moving according to that understanding, you're gonna die.
Mm-hmm.
Like you said, because Esau Edom doesn't follow those. But what is he? He's you see, that a quick precept. Habakkuk 2 and 5. Yet also because he transgressed by wine, his philosophies, his doctrine, he is a proud man. Neither keep it at home. He's trying to get everyone to drink his wine, man. You see, he's all over the place, man. He's all over the globe, man. See, the world was given unto the wicked, who enlarges his desire as hell, okay, as death, and is as death, and cannot be satisfied, man. You see, he doesn't care if he has to kill some of his people to get to the Israelites, okay. He that is not good to himself, to whom will he be good? It says here, but gathered unto him all nations, and heaped unto him all people. So he wants, and that also, as he was saying in that video, he heaped people to himself so he can camouflage that darkness. So in a sense, Esau too, he's a tactician. He's moving intelligently.
Scriptures say thou art rather than Daniel.
God. That's that serpent, man. The serpent goes into a dragon as well as
that's the highest wisdom
level of wisdom. Here you go. You got something?
Yeah, this is the book of Ecclesiasticus, or Sirach 36 and 26. Who will trust a thief well appointed?
Well appointed.
Well appointed. So Esau, he's well appointed. Like a hitman knows who he's gonna get. You know what I mean? Yeah. And he's gonna shoot to kill. Who will trust a thief well appointed that skippeth from city to city? So who will believe a man that hath no house?
If I may add, Salakia, that's what Esau does. He wants to say again that he hops from city to city. Salakia,
I'm gonna read that again. Who will trust a thief well appointed that skippeth from city to city?
This guy skippeth from city to city. He has what's it called? What are those things called? Like how they set set themselves up in every country, like the embassy, U.S. embassy. Yeah, this guy's a U.S. embassy almost in every country, bro. This guy's skipping from city to city. He can stay home, bro. This guy wants to be everybody, man.
And he leaves a mark. You'll know he was there. You know what I mean?
The flag is there on the embassy. The flag with the stars and shit. It's right there, bro.
You know what I mean?
It's all over the place, man.
This guy's Salakia, from it, it's like you give a kid to Cheetos. You know how a kid eats Cheetos and it goes touch shit.
Leaving his handprints,
everywhere, bro. This guy's a fucking kid going loose, man.
Yeah. Cool.
Children are there oppressed.
Here we go.
Because Esau's a fool, man.
The basis of man.
Yeah. And even we were talking about that those flags that he put in their embassies. I remember one day that in Jamaica.
Oh yeah. I seen that.
They want to put up the LGBT.
I love that.
That flag.
They put that in Jake. The spirit got stirred, bro.
Yo, they made a whole rally, man. Yo, you need to put that flag down, man. Yo, that doesn't represent what we're about, But it represents what Esau Edom is about.
Right. And he's trying to make he's trying to take over that city.
Yeah.
He's trying to take over that place, man, and put the people under his philosophy.
Here we go. That one.
That wine. He's trying to, as the ruler of the people, so as the ruler is, so are the people. That's what he's trying to do. Trying to enforce those,
Quick reset. Job 30 and you already done?
Oh, there's a bit more.
What's that?
So who will believe a man that had no house and lodgeth wheresoever the night taketh him? So once again, he maneuvers at nighttime. That's where he's at. His strength is at. It's like a snake in the rocks. He maneuvers best when he's at nighttime, bro. So he knows,
Even even in that darkness, that's right. Satan. Satan, wherever Satan takes him, he's being, because that the Lord gave him over unto a reprobate mind. So he does the bidding of the devil himself. Real quick, Job 30 and 5. They were driven forth from men. They cried after them as after thieves. Because the people back then, they knew, man. They get every time that you saw an Edomite, because that leprosy is a curse. So as soon as you saw Edomite pulling up at your city, you know that guy what he's about, man. He's a thief. He's a murderer. You throw rocks at this guy, man. You want him out of there,
Like that one video where the Edomite went to sojourn at I don't know what country, but he went to an African country. Yeah. And then the young lady, they presented an Edomite to the young lady, and she started a little girl, she started screaming, yelling. She didn't want to come near the guy.
He's gonna eat me.
Yeah, and the spirit, she knew that guy was bro. She knew that he was a killer, bro.
I want nothing to do with this guy.
She was. Her eyes were keep it away, bro.
Shit. They had to grab her.
They had. She even came nigh him and tried to touch him. She had a hard time trying to touch him, eat him up. Yeah, that's how it should be, though. She's in the right spirit.
Yeah. Unlike our people, man.
Yeah.
Hey, kumbaya. The fuck? Jake's fucking crazy, bro. Sociopaths. Shit. God.
Real quick, Proverbs 11 and 21. Though hands join in hand, the wicked shall not be unpunished, but the seed of the righteous shall be delivered. Okay.
And the scriptures also say those that be joined onto them shall be thrust through.
You see, that's what I was looking for. But you see, you don't want to be associated with those with the heathens or with the wicked, because at that point you're gonna there's something as being guilty by affiliation.
It's like if you're in a car with a friend that just hit a lick, so you hop in, bro. You get found with them, bro. You got found with them. You get taken too. Yeah. Best believe you get taken too, bro.
Accessory to crime.
Come on, yeah. And you can't get mad. You hopped in a car.
Yeah.
That's the same thing without people being joined hand in hand with Esau.
Rolling up their sleeve.
Come on, bro.
It's the same thing, man.
How you trust it?
I had that person looking for it. This is Isaiah 13 and verse 15. Everyone that is found shall be thrust through, and everyone that is joined unto them shall fall by the sword.
Here we go. Like we were saying before, the jab is a sword. The education is a sword. That their doctrine is a sword. Their laws. So you're gonna fall through by it, huh? And the same thing that they're trying to put on us. That's the same thing that's gonna destroy them too, man. But their own poison.
Yeah, scripture say he that diggeth the pit shall fall therein.
Here we
go. That rolleth a stone, he'll fall upon his own head. Here we go. Roughly paraphrasing.
So we want Esau Edom to pull out all these mandates, all these push for his agenda, because we know that at the end it's all going to turn back on him.
What you say? This is Proverbs 26 and 27. Whoso diggeth the pit shall fall therein, and he that rolled the stone, it will return upon him. And also, scriptures say, what you say with your mouth, is gonna come back to you. He's him decreeing these unrighteous decrees. What do you think is gonna happen to him, bro? The same thing he says is gonna come right back to him. Okay, because he doesn't keep the laws, he doesn't keep the statutes and commandments. Scriptures say, Okay.
I got something real quick. It's the book of Psalm 92 and verse 7. When the wicked spring as the grass, and when all the workers of iniquity do flourish, it is that they shall be destroyed forever. You know?
Yeah, like the Akim said earlier. The Akim said earlier, the Most High is letting his tab build up, man.
Yeah.
That's what it's in a nutshell. That's what this precept is saying right there, man. He's letting it, you know, because
fullness.
because Salakia, because the laws they're made for Israel, not for these heathens, not for Esau. Okay, so it's easy for them to not follow it, for them to go, you know, eat abominable stuff, do wicked adultery, all that, and the Lord's just gonna let it pile up, and then now the Lord's justified to fucking kill these niggas.
There we go. Justified, man.
Yeah,
There's no unrighteousness with the Most High.
Right.
Because his seat is what? It's the seats of righteousness, the seats of judgment.
There you go.
Yeah? There's no iniquity with the throne of the Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Paraphrasing, pursuing to Psalms.
Ecclesiastes 8, and I'm going to start at 11. Because sentence against an evil work is not executed speedily, therefore the heart of the sons of man is fully set in them to do evil.
All this time slavery, you know, all the wicked deeds, you know, the fact that they got rich off the back of the wicked got rich off the back of Israel, you know, to this day, you know, even through this pandemic, the richest got richer, you know, while the downtrodden are kept low, you know, to the point where if you don't go by their agenda, you can't even feed your family, you know. Got to the point where you gotta depend on the snake, man, to survive, you know. But we know that we put our trust in the Most High, and He will deliver us soon, man. You know. Yeah, your precept.
Khan. This is Psalms 94 and verse 20. Shall the throne of iniquity have fellowship with thee, which framest mischief by law? That's what Esau does. He frames mischief by law. So of course he's not gonna have fellowship with the throne of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, man. This guy's the wicked, man. His sole purpose, why he was created, was to do these unrighteous decrees. That's
Now he wants a place in the kingdom.
fuck.
You know? He thinks after all this, you know, Baba Kashat. There's still a place for me.
That goes back to James, he's blessed by the sword.
Here you go.
Esau is just really a killing machine for Yahweh Shem Yahushua.
Great precept. This is Hebrews 12 and verse 16. Lest there be any fornicator or preferred person as Esau, who for one morsel of meat sold his birthright.
Yeah, we don't want this guy, man. We don't want to die like this in the kingdom, man, in rulership. You know? Or else it's
Look
just
what
gonna
he's
end
doing
up
now,
like this. You know? Or else it's gonna end up just like this. We got a word as extinction. That animals going extinct under his supervision.
Right. Animals are even killing themselves.
Yeah, suicidal animals, man.
When have you ever seen that, bro? Yo, this nigga Esau crazy, bro. This guy, he sold his birthright for food, bro. Who does that? And back in the ancient times, a birthright, when you get blessed by your father, that used to be like a major thing, bro. Nah, bro.
Yeah, you know, I just want a junior chicken.
Yeah.
I want a junior chicken.
No, it's okay if it's red. No,
It's okay.
You want to have my birthright? Have it.
What is that up to me? You know?
Right. And as soon as he got satisfied his belly when he ate, he despised it. He despised it right away. He's like, you know what I mean?
Oh, my blessing! I need to get that back. As soon as my father dies, you got that one?
Salaka, there's a bit more with
Bring it up.
Hebrews 12 and 17. For ye know how that afterward, when he would have inherited the blessing, he was rejected. For he found no place of repentance, though he sought it carefully with tears.
He was what?
Salakia. Though he found no place of repentance, though he sought it carefully with tears.
Tears, man. That's what he's doing right now, man. To the point where he wants to separate Israel. He wants to eliminate Israel so he can find his blessing back. You know? But even to the spirit, we know you can't even find all Israelites, man. You got Israelites that look like so-called Edomites, man. You know? And Esau, because he's so carnal, he won't even come to his understanding that he might be sitting next to he's at the table, but he's sitting next to the Israelite. He doesn't even know it.
Yeah, one of his own might.
You know?
Jay,
You know?
he doesn't even know. That's how carnal he
Yeah,
is.
yeah.
Everything he does is based off carnality.
No.
He has
What
no.
he can see.
Yeah, he has no spirituality in him.
Huh.
That's how you know this guy is that's a bro. That's a dangerous man.
Yeah, man.
You know?
Trying to explain everything to the base level. It's
Yeah.
like there's some things you can't explain with your science. There's some things you just can't understand with just seeing with your eyes, man. Like something as he's trying to explain, trying to tell you how the sun was created.
Big
Big
Bang.
Bang. Yo,
This guy's
You know what's-
fucking crazy,
You
bro.
know what's crazy is this is on him trying to fight Howard side. That's a cardinal thinking that you actually might win,
man.
bro.
the King of Kings, man. That's who you're going up against, man.
This guy is fully persuading his mind. Yeah, I could take him, bro. You know how like, you with your friends, right?
Yeah.
Like this one guy, let's say, he's with his friends, weak ass,
Yeah.
and then this buff guy, I could take it, bro. I could take it.
So,
And his friend's like, yo, chill, bro. No, you can't, bro. Nah, I got it, bro. I got it. He swings, boom, knockout, bro.
But one, not even
here you go.
wow, bro.
That's this guy, bro. He's talking, bro.
Yeah,
Proud
yeah,
man,
yeah.
yo.
Proud.
What you said, bro? I got it, bro. You see my military, bro?
In my military.
Man, I got the clocks, bro.
Does he know Yabashua actually gave him the knowledge to?
He gave him the sword.
Yeah, he gave it to him.
That was his
They that
blessing.
live by the short shot.
I have the sword. You see?
Yeah. Yo, bro. Esau was ultimately set up to be a short, bro.
The Most High is really out there to create a character like that.
And he thinks he received a good blessing.
Yeah.
You think that
Yo,
the sword is actually,
as soon as he came into power, he started swinging that sword, man.
yeah.
Phew, phew, phew. Put that sword to work, man. Come on. That a precept? You were gonna.
Yeah, you got it.
You got something?
Oh, la, la.
Says here in Galatians 6 and 7, be not deceived. The Most High is not mocked. For whatsoever a man soweth, that shall he also reap. Okay? For he that soweth to his flesh shall of the flesh reap corruption. What is corruption? Destruction. It's death. Okay? But he that soweth to the Spirit shall of the Spirit reap life everlasting. Okay? That's that duality again. Okay? The Lord deals with the division and separation. Okay? It was never meant for us. It was never meant for the nations to come together. It was never a place like Babylon was never meant to be, man. A melting pot with all the nations to be together, man. Okay? That's an invention of the devil too, man. To further advance his agenda of what's it called? Inclusion. Wants to be a part of everyone can be together. Everyone can be as wicked in this land. Do as that will spirit. And that's what the devil is trying to promote, man. As a matter of fact, you forget. He's trying to push people to forget about the power that created heaven and earth, and to follow their own mind.
Contrary to the law, statutes, and commandments.
Here you go.
Of Yahweh Shemashah, which is actually ultimately for your own
good. You see? He took away the law, statutes, and commandments and gave us sport. He gave us JC.
I heard this. I've been seeing, in stores just bacon on bagels.
Yeah, bacon on donuts.
Or donuts, I mean, Slovakia. Shit,
Yo.
that's America for you. Woo. That's America for you,
It's
bitch.
supposed to be sweet, but then you got bacon on it. Who invented this, man?
That doesn't make sense. Is wisdom no more intimate?
Oh, it's gone, man. It's gone, man.
Real quick.
God.
Psalms 50 and 16. But unto the wicked, the Most High said, What hast thou to do, Salakia, what hast thou to do to declare my statutes, or that thou shouldest take my covenant in thy mouth, seeing thou hatest instruction and castest my words behind thee? When thou sawest a thief, then thou consentest with him, and thou hast been partakers with adulterers. You know? So he's gonna be contrary to the law, statutes, and commandments of Yahweh. So there's no good in him.
Nope.
There's no, he's wicked. He's the wicked.
Come. It says here, Romans 1, and I'll start at 26. It says here, for this cause the Most High gave them up unto a vile affection, for even their women they changed the natural use into that which is against nature. The men are bugged out, the women are bugged out, who knowing the judgment, verse 32, who knowing the judgment of the Most High, that they which commit such things are worthy of death, not only do the same, but have pleasure in them that do them. See, that's that spirit. That's what Babylon is all about. You can be like us because we enjoy, like it says, they enjoy them. It's like it says, for not only do the same, but have pleasure in them that do them. So they want you to walk with them, to walk in the flesh, to be as wicked as them.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. You got girls as guys and men as women.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, you brother seen that Superman thing, right? Whew. He's a bisexual. What?
They just have to, in a sense, Superman is it's supposed to be a symbol of masculinity.
Yep.
The man of steel.
Come on, man. Men of steel, bro.
Men of steel. But now he became the man of what? Dildo? What is going on, man? What's going on?
Yo, that's how you see this kingdom by the fall. Bro.
Yeah. The man of steel became a fucking faggot, man.
Bro, what's the point of making him, homosexual or bisexual, whatever? There's already a superwoman, is there not? Or Supergirl or whatever.
Here you go.
Bro. Nah. Let's make him.
Yo, it's already a superwoman.
And a lot of fans are pissed off, bro. I was reading in the comments, they were pissed off, man.
He says he's not running with it, man. What is this?
And that's him being revealed too.
You see?
He's being revealed now. A lot of people, man.
That's anti-American.
Yeah.
So
he's the guy. He's the bad guy. Everybody's pointing fingers now.
Yeah.
It's him, bro.
Oh, this guy's pushing that LG, whatever that thing is called, bro, hard, bro. Because he knows he's on a short time. He has to do all his thing quickly. Okay, you brother add an article. You better present
real quick. Just to get Wisdom of Solomon 2 and 10. It says, 10. Let us oppress the poor, righteous man. Let us not spare the widow, nor reverence the ancient gray hairs of the age. Let our strength be the law of justice. For that which is found feeble is found to be nothing worth. Let us lie in wait for the righteous, because he is not for our turn. He is clean, contrary to our doing. Having pleasure with them that do the same. Okay. He upbraided us with our offending the law, and objected to our infamy, the transgression of our education. So you see, we're not going. The righteous are not hopping in that car with the wicked that just committed a robbery. We just stole. We just did a what's it called, drive-by. We're not hopping in that car with them. But when they driving up, they talking shit.
Yeah, of course.
Fuck that nigga.
The point they might even turn around and try to kill you because it might be a witness. Because ultimately that's what we are, man. He that departed from evil becomes a prick. Because now we know who the devil is.
We're calling him out.
We're
telling everybody, look, he's the one.
He's a thief. Yeah,
he's right there. The one right behind the curtain, right there. Yeah.
We're the one with flashlight. We're shining a flashlight on that thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's trying to walk off with spoils.
With the bag.
Yeah. We got a light on him.
Yeah.
And what's that light? Yeah, I was shocked. You see scriptures, right?
You see? So to him, we're a threat. We're a threat to his what's it called?
His dynasty.
Not even dynasty. It's secrecy.
Secrecy.
You see? We're a threat to his secrecy because now he can't move in the darkness as a snake in the rocks.
Right.
No, we're taking away those rocks. We're seeing the snake.
We're taking him in the air.
Here you go.
Because you know when an eagle snatches a snake,
Yeah.
it takes him in. A snake is helpless.
Helpless. Here
you
you
know,
go.
it's helpless. It's God, bro.
Yeah.
Just like when you take away rocks, there's nowhere for the snake to hide and seek you. You know.
Yeah.
Now you can just. You know what I mean?
Now he's discovered.
Yeah.
You know? He's being revealed.
Yep. Isaiah 47.
Here you go.
You know, his nakedness shall be uncovered.
Whew. You know, nothing to hide, man. You see? So that's why we're what stands between his full of him being fully in control and the truth.
Right.
You know, from fully controlling these people, because we're the light in the darkness. We're that city that shines. You know, we're the salt of the earth, man. We cannot be hid, man.
Right.
You know.
Through the spirit of power, Yahweh Shemashah, you know, put in our spirit to expose this man.
Yeah. Even moving with the fear of the Lord, because we serve the Lord with fear and trembling. We do not fear Esau Edom and what he can do unto us. You know, we do not care if whatever we lose on this side. You know, because we know that the Lord, because we fear the Lord. It's better to fear him that can cast body and soul in hell than men that can only hurt the body. You know, because the Lord gave you this understanding, and you try to bury it in the ground, or you don't do anything with that talent. You're woe unto you, man. As it says, woe unto me if I do not preach this gospel.
Right.
You know? Yes, sir?
God.
So
This is 2 Thessalonians 2 and verse 7. For the mystery of iniquity doth already work. Only who now then letteth will let until he be taken out of the way.
you see? And who is that who? It's Yahweh Shem Yahushua. He's orchestrating everything, man. You got some people that actually don't acknowledge a higher power is in control of everything that's happening. Everything does the will of the Most High. From the sun rising up to the moon rising up as well.
The scripture say even on a tree, not a single leaf falls unless it's Yahweh Shemashah sanctions it.
Yeah, here you go.
Even the sparrow.
Yeah,
Sparrow, yeah.
So, you know?
So even he who let, man. So even more to fear him, not fear man. You know, you have to put your trust in Yahweh Shem Yahushua that he will deliver you, man. You know? So
verse 8. And then shall the wicked be revealed, whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth, and shall destroy with the brightness of his coming.
The brightness, that's the light. You see? The light, man. When Yahushua is here, man, there's no way. You know, there's no way that you can put it in your right mind that you can say that Esau has it. When you see a so-called black man with his army, you know, the so-called UFOs, you know, coming and destroying Esau Edom from rulership, man, you know, every knee shall bow down to the name of Yahushua. You see? The truth is going to be in place, and no lie shall stand. You know,
the sea shall be quenched.
Here you go.
You know, that's what you got.
Quick reset.
Bring it up.
This is Daniel 2 and verse 22. He revealeth the deep and secret things. He knoweth what is in the darkness, and the light dwelleth with him.
Here we go. You see? You reveal it what is in secret, man. Even the point that Esau Edom is the devil. Even some people that are asleep to it, man. Well, imagine that. You got the Messiah coming over and you're trying to go fight him. At one point, something's gonna click in people's mind, like, yo, these people that are in the highways and byways, you know, those brothers, they were in the garments, in those robes, they were telling the truth. When they were saying that the so-called white man is the devil, they weren't lying, you know. But then for some people, it's gonna be too late, man. You know. You got more on that?
No, that was it.
You got some
article?
Okay.
You got another?
This is Slovakia. This is another article. Slovakia is loading up. See,
Yeah. It disappeared?
it's loading.
You know, see the devil. We're cussing this devil out. He hears it, man. On my way here, I'm listening to one of the brothers, but I have my GPS with Google Maps. I have my GPS Google Maps, and as I'm listening to one of the GMS North Carolina, all I hear is the speaker go off and it was saying we're listening. I'm pretty sure that's what I heard, man. Because through the spirit, like what the hell? Because the GPS wasn't talking the whole ride. Then at one point, it just here we're listening. What the hell? Because Isa Edom, they showed it in the movie.
Yeah, I'm about to mention that.
You know, comes to they're all seeing eye. You know, we're all these devices. They're all connected. They're all going through. That the paper trail goes back to Esau. You know, everything that you sign off like agreement. What is it? The agreement. Those things that you click.
Terms and conditions.
Terms and conditions, man. That's just allowing you to invite Isa in your house, man.
Right. Once again, he's hidden behind
That,
the screen.
yeah.
He's hiding in darkness.
You know?
Wow.
But yo, you see?
This guy, he's trying to be like the most.
Yeah, he's trying to.
See?
This guy's watching through your phone,
Hmm.
your TV, laptop, whatever type of smartphone or smart technology that you have.
Yep.
This guy's,
Yep.
he's looking at you, bro. He has eyes everywhere. He's trying to be like the Most High. You know how scriptures say the eyes of the Lord are in every place. That's what this guy's trying to do, man.
Yep.
His smartphone,
Yep.
which I was watching a lesson a couple of days earlier. Brother was going into how like the word smart goes into like the you know how like the letters, like the meanings of the letters.
Yeah.
Was saying the S is like a secret militarized armament and residential technology.
Wow.
A smartphone. This is a secret, that's the weapon.
Yeah.
They're watching through the camera, bro. What is this guy doing? What does he like?
Hmm.
And boom, you're watching a certain YouTube video, and then you might be with brothers, I want to eat this. Boom, the ad pops up.
Yeah, it pops
The
up.
fuck?
Recommendations. They try to program you, man. But through the spirit, how about you? I try to program that. That's you're going to the word brainwashing. We've been brainwashed till we've been cleaned because water is a cleansing agent. So our mind has been cleaned through this truth. You see, to the lies of this world. Because before we were in darkness, we're dirty. So we have to sell all that we had once we found that bird. Yeah. Well, the old man.
Quick precept.
Yep.
This is Ephesians 5 and verse 26. That he might sanctify and cleanse it with the washing of water by the word.
Here you go. By the word, man. It's this word, man. As the more and more you read the scriptures, you're becoming it. Because that's what goes into when you purify gold. When you purify gold, you have to see yourself in the gold, man. So Yahweh Shai has to see himself in us. Are we parts of his members of his body? So as we reading the scriptures, we have to apply them as well in our life to the best of our abilities, because it tells us to be doers of the words, also not only hearers. There's no point of you reading all the scriptures, knowing all these breakdowns, but when you go out, you're committing adultery, you're stealing, you're all into let's say new world what's it called, religion, the new age, new flat earth. What's the point? You're not seeking salvation.
Scriptures tell you wisdom is the principal thing. Therefore get wisdom, and with all that getting, get understanding. So it doesn't matter if you know every precept off the top, off the dome. It's actually a matter of you understanding and applying the precept. Like the elders and the apostles, they tell us, you understand what you're reading.
Yeah.
Even if you know like a couple, if you two precepts, but you understand and apply those, that's a lot better than knowing a whole bunch of things, a whole bunch of precepts, and not, having a grasp on it.
So better is a man with little understanding, but great fear of the Lord, than he that keepeth. Try to find that. You know what I'm talking about, right?
Making some problems, huh?
probably. But I got something real quick. It says Job 28:28. And unto men he said, Behold, the fear of the Lord, that is wisdom, and to depart from evil. What is evil? Is anything that goes against the law, statutes, and commandments. That is, and to depart from evil is understanding. So when you try to so reading is just getting the knowledge, but applying that knowledge, that is understanding. To depart from evil. And what is evil? Anything that is against Yahweh Bashim Yahushua and the way his ways. Yeah. If anyone got something, we try to find that precept. It says, "Better is he."
I think I found it.
Come.
This is Psalms 37 and verse 16. You got it?
That's another one. Yeah, but you can get that out. You can get that too.
Psalms 37 and verse 16. A little that a righteous man hath is better than the riches of many wicked.
See, so it's not because you have, but that's true because it says, "Hard is it for the rich to enter into heaven," because if you with all these riches, it says riches taketh away sleep. You're so focused about how can I flip that money, how can I make a better investment? I'm trying to invest in some stocks. Do this. Some people actually lose sleep over stock market. They want to. Where can I make another flip? That's crazy. You have something?
Yeah, I got the one you're looking for.
Come, tell what.
It's the book of Sirach or Ecclesiasticus 19.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start at 23 and
Come.
build it up.
Come.
There is a wickedness and the same an abomination, and there is a fool wanting in wisdom. That's Esau, verse 24. He that has small understanding and feareth the Most High is better than one that hath much wisdom and transgresseth the law of the Most High.
See, that much wisdom is like, you go into the precept, you can break it down, you have the proper understanding,
But you don't apply it.
You want to apply it, So better is he that have a little, but feareth the Lord, That, as it says, the people have a fear of the Lord, not according to knowledge, But even that's better, than not having the fear of the Lord, Because then if you have the fear of the Lord, and you add it to knowledge, and you add it with knowledge, you become a better servant of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. That goes into that washing, This is a walk. This walk is a marathon. Okay, it's not a sprint. A lot of people they go into this and they burn out. You want to stay on fire until the end. You don't want to burn out, man. You want to keep up your pace, whatever talent you have, man. You run with it, man. Endurance, man. You have to endure, man.
Just finishing off.
Finish,
You can finish.
Yeah.
Do what you gotta do to finish. I mean,
do whatever you gotta do to finish. You see that finish line, then you gotta cross it, man. The Lord's not. The Lord's is not gonna regard you because you made it halfway. The prize is at the end.
Right.
You got something.
Yeah.
The
article.
Is there?
Kind of.
He said it's working, man.
Yeah.
Slow down the brothers, baby.
I like it. This is RT. This is from RT News, and it was posted October 12, 2021, and it reads: vaccine mandates good for the economy. White House claims, calling Southwest flight cancellations just a little hubbub. Read on. White House Press Secretary Jen Psaki said C-19 vaccine mandates are good for the economy. Bro, she said it's good for the economy. Why are the flights being canceled?
Why the flights being canceled? Why are all these nurses quitting their jobs? Police officers quitting their jobs? The stuff with the import.
Yeah.
What's going on, man? And then they're saying that the food is rising higher than ever before.
Shit.
You're saying something, but it's not. But we're seeing something else.
His own tongue is falling upon himself.
Yeah.
It's good for the economy. Why are the flights being canceled? There's no profit in that. People are not buying tickets. Yeah.
This up, man.
Where's the profit? I thought I said good for the economy. He said, quote. That's her words, bro. That's her words. Direct, man.
God.
Read on, and it says, actually, let me read that again.
God.
White House Press Secretary Jen
Saki,
Saki.
said C-19 vaccine mandates are good for the economy and denied accusations that thousands of recent Southwest flights cancellations were due to the requirement. See, she's denying it, bro. When people are saying it's because of the mandate, this is happening.
No.
It's because of the unvaccinated.
What?
That's the problem. That's the real problem. That's what we have to deal with.
Yeah.
Okay? That's what she's saying, man. You see these fucking devils, man?
But they do. I have to say, the side note, man. I like her because she's entertaining. Every time she goes on stage, I end up laughing. Because and even you gotta be tough to know you gotta be tough to get on stage and to lie your ass off and to keep a straight face. She does it well, man. So every time I see her, Jen Psaki, man, I gotta give it to you, man. You do this as been very well.
They're trained for that, though.
Yeah.
They're trained to lie. They actually take lessons, one-on-one lessons to learn how to lie.
That's crazy, man.
That's Esau for you.
Yep. And even the fact that she, like you're saying, she tried to turn it around. Says no, it's not because of the mandate. It's because of the unvaccinated. That's all the fight, man. Because she wants people to get vaccinated. That's all a part of the agenda.
They want to start the war,
Yeah.
the vaccinated versus unvaccinated war.
Yep.
Because it's ultimately leading up to that Marcus.
Yeah.
Like you said, the video that you sent.
Yeah.
The
Having how they were saying that. You see how they were saying that we're crazy for thinking that it's all connected, but now we're seeing how the connection is being led into that. They want to put the passport on the blockchain. They want to put your money on the blockchain. You see, they want to have you walking as a walking wallet in a sense.
Mm-hmm. And we see that it's ultimately leading up to what? The MOB, MOTB.
Yeah.
That is the MOTB.
Yeah. That's for ultimately his control, for having people as a slave, perpetual slaves, because you can't take that out,
People are being introduced to it, they're being introduced. Oh, look, this is
slowly,
what I'm gonna do.
slowly but surely.
Yeah,
Gradualism. They're being conditioned.
yeah, bro.
You're going to the store, you're tapping,
Getting used to it.
you're showing your past to get into. He's slowly working on that little freaking brain that you got there.
Yeah, like we were saying before, once you cross that line of cannibalism, you done it. Now it's normal. That's
Right.
That's the normal.
Yeah,
You have to they show it in the movie. I don't know if I showed you guys that movie, but Implanted. Oh man, that movie, they tell you, they say in the beginning, they have an image of it's like a Book of Eli, dystopia. It's like a future was deserted. But now it's it tells you the story, the plot. It's like 3 years after a global pandemic, the first human was chipped, was implanted. They tell you straight up. I'll show you guys afterwards.
With the grain of rice.
With the grain of rice, the first, and then you see the whole movie. It's the woman bugging because the woman she took it. Now the demon is inside her.
Oh shit!
Bugging her out. Forcing her to do shit.
Right, that's ultimately what it does, bro.
Yep.
As soon as it's in you, now they can control you.
Yep.
You're limited to things, basically.
Yep.
Ultimately, you're limited to how much you can use,
Yep.
the money you can use,
Yep.
the resources you can buy,
Yep.
and they can most likely control emotions.
Yep.
For sure. Oh, for sure, it's gonna control your
Yep.
emotions. What?
Yep. You don't want to keep up, they shut you up.
Yeah.
I shut down.
Oh.
Yeah, take a nap. You know what I mean?
Take a nap.
Yo, but imagine if they can do that. Yo, imagine you're driving. They tell you take a nap.
Oh,
That's it, man.
He died just drunk driving.
What's heavy too? That one movie where the guy had a robot in his spinal.
Elysium?
He couldn't move anymore, but the robot had control of his body.
What's the name of that movie?
Right?
I don't know what movie you're talking about. It was a Netflix.
And then the robot
Upgrade.
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 And then the robot, what the robot did was he put the guy in La La Land.
Yeah.
In a state of mind where he thinks he actually is, but he really isn't, and the robot's actually him now.
Blood, man. The way he walked out at the end.
You know? He puts your mind in a different
Place.
place
Yeah.
while he's controlling your body. That's you.
Being possessed.
Yeah.
and that's Esau's witchcraft.
Yeah,
bro. That's
yeah.
them spells on you, bro.
Yeah.
This guy's, you know, he's in the back, you know, doing the sacrifices. Abakadabra, boom, you know, the media. Man, yo, oh, I have to take it.
I have to take it? Oh.
Yeah. Oh, what am I gonna do? Oh, sign me up, man.
Oh man,
Sheep led to the slaughter, man.
they're not gonna accept the passport, the paper passport. I have to take it. Oh, it makes sense. You know.
And they're saying the video that you sent, they're saying a lot of people, you know, they're faking the passport, you know.
Yeah.
So that's why this is what's it called, a solution.
Yeah, this
to that
justifies them
problem.
to take it to.
Yeah.
It actually justifies them like to take it digital.
Yeah.
You know,
That's
so
what they
nobody
made
can
it
finesse it.
easy.
You know what I mean?
That's why they made it easy for people to finesse it.
Yeah.
The first one. You know?
No, they know what they're doing, bro.
Yeah, of course.
Too much people. Now
Yeah.
we have this. Now we can know who has it.
Who really is down?
Yeah.
Because you know, the brother and the pastor always say, in the ancient world, they actually had idols that you had to
Worship.
bow down to,
Yeah.
and the men of the Lord would sometimes actually protect you
Yeah.
by tying the shoes. And this actually informs us doing it. You're actually pretending to go along with his thing, saying you're pretending to get the job, but
I
you
took
really,
my shots.
yeah.
Hey,
You know,
Jacob,
Jake's,
Yeah,
you know?
That's how it is, bro. This guy knew what he was doing, man. Yeah. They could fake it, but now we're gonna
Yeah.
this.
Then they can't.
Now they can't fake it.
Shit.
You know? Now we're gonna tell them the unvaccinated, they're the problem, man. You gotta take this. You see the death tolls, they're rising. But little do you know, these people are dying from something else.
Yeah.
But Esau's in the back telling the doctors, yo, just say it's 19. Just say what's it called? C19.
Or else you lose your license.
Just say it, man. Or else, you know what's gonna happen,
You know
man.
what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
This comes from higher up. Oh shit. You gotta do it, man. You got family to feed. You got a house to pay, you know?
Yo, this guy, he's it's crazy. But the guy, please let me go back to the article.
No, I have something, but for after the article.
Okay, back to the article, reading on. It says, during a Thursday briefing, Psaki was asked if vaccine mandates are negatively affecting the workplace. The question coming on the heels of Southwest recently canceling thousands of flights not long after they began enforcing the requirement. And this is what she answered. I know, quote, quote, I know world-renowned businesses, travel and health expert San Ted Cruz has made that point. She said denying that staffing or productivity issues in any industry currently are due to mandates. Bro, she didn't answer the question, bro.
You know what I mean?
Bro, scripture saying let your answer be yeah and nay. Bro, what the fuck did she say, bro? She said, I know world-renowned business. What the fuck does that have to do with the question? Answer the question, man.
You train.
Nothing
to
to
do
know
that. Yeah.
This guy's good.
Yeah.
You know, that's a job, you know. I know that.
I know, but the statistics are showing that. Bro, that's not the question, bro.
That's not what we're talking about. You know?
They always do that, man.
Yeah.
That's their words, bro. The words are smoother than butter.
Yeah. The
But
words.
words are in the lips, bro. Yeah, they're gonna say, They, they cut corners before they answer the question. At times, don't even answer the question.
Yeah.
They just say some big words,
Make it sound like wow.
wow,
Say
oh,
something.
shit, this guy's intellectual. Oh,
Oh,
shit, yo, he just blew my mind. What the fuck? Oh, I don't even understand. I'm not gonna ask him more questions.
Yeah.
That's the witchcraft, man.
Yeah.
That's them throwing spells on you, bro.
Here we go.
They're dumbing you down, you know? Because, the scriptures say wisdom of this world is foolishness, man.
Yeah.
And you could clearly see it, man. The bitch is not even answering the question. The fuck? That's foolishness. But these people, they're fools themselves, so of course they're not gonna get it,
They
bro.
didn't take it. They've probably been paid too. You know?
God.
You know? If you ask that, don't be asking too much questions.
Right.
Oh, take him out.
Take him out,
Security.
take him out.
They're gonna
Yeah.
take you out, bro.
Yeah.
They didn't answer the question, man.
God.
Why does it,
That was it on that, If the article just basically goes on nonsense. Just witchcraft stuff,
What about the one in Ottawa?
Oh, come. This is another article from CTV News. And
It's a little closer from home, you know?
and
this was published today. And it reads, small businesses downtown struggling to survive with no sign of a return to federal offices.
Struggling to survive, man. That's another thing, man. You can't, in a sense, we can't put our faith in this kingdom, man. Because everything's gonna. I'll bring it out. 2 Peter. And I'll start at 9. I'll build it up. The Lord is not slack concerning His promise. And what is His promise? Is the destruction of this kingdom, as some men count slackness, but His long suffering to usward, not to everyone, to usward. Okay, not willing that any should perish. See, He's not going to tempt us over our ability, but that all should come to the repentance. All should come to repentance. But the day of the Lord will come as a thief in the night, in the which the heavens shall pass away with great noise. The heavens being those higher ups, the elites, the so-called elites of Esau Edom, the Amalekites. It says, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat, the earth also, and the works that are therein shall be burned up. Seeing then all these things shall be dissolved, what manner of person are ye to be in all holy conversation and godliness, looking for and hastening unto the coming of the day of the Lord, wherein the heavens, being on fire, shall be dissolved, and the elements shall be melted with fervent heat. You want to break it down? So in a sense, we can't put our faith in this kingdom, right? Knowing that everything is going to be dissolved, man. All this is going to pass away, man. Your car, your house, all your vain hopes, your dreams in this place. That's why it says seek the kingdom first. There's nothing in this place that's going to be that is everlasting except the word, man. It says the heaven and earth shall pass away, but my words shall remain. Roughly paraphrase it, So our hopes is not in this kingdom. We know that, as the article says, those small businesses are not going to survive. We don't plan on striving in this kingdom. We don't look. All we want is what we need for the day. Bread for the day. A roof over our head, and we're good, man. We move on to the next one, man.
So like, add to that, scriptures also say, arise, this is not your rest.
This is not your rest, man.
This is not a rest. This was a rest from this. This is about to fall, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah. You see, let's say, you're about to apply to McDonald's. You see that McDonald's on fire. Are you gonna go and give your resume? Who's gonna? This is burning, man. Scriptures say, be as pilgrims, man.
Yeah.
We have no continuing city here.
Ready to move.
Yeah.
You're gonna go, man.
Ultimately, we're prisoners taken by force, man. You're taken from your home, your house.
The Lord's trying to bring you back, but you say no.
I'm good.
I got my jail cell right here. See my bed,
Yeah.
The toilet right there, right beside my head. I love the smell of shit. Keep me here.
Ramen noodles too.
Oh,
Okay.
I'm
all
okay.
right.
I got ramen. Yeah.
Tomorrow is chicken flavor.
Oh shit.
I don't want to miss that.
I can't miss that, man.
We're hastening the coming of the day of the Lord.
Right.
We know that a lot of things have to be destroyed. That being said, to us, bad news is good news.
Oh yeah.
All these things that are happening is good for us, man. We see that we have the biggest smile on their face, man.
Right.
People might look at us crazy at work when we're looking at the news. People dying, you see the brother with a smile on his face. People are looking at us funny, man. What's wrong with this guy?
And those are also witnesses, because scripture say, then
Yeah.
shall it be known.
Yeah.
Then shall it be known that a prophet. And they also say, what? This was he?
This was he. Yeah.
This was why he was smiling?
Yo.
This is why he was always happy at the bad things that were happening.
Oh.
Lord willing with that number.
Con.
Lord willing.
Very willing, man. Yeah, to the point where we don't even, to the point that our hope even is that even if we die in this truth, we're gonna be raised up.
Right.
And even if you die in this truth, you're gonna be raised up first.
Right.
First than those that are alive. So there's no L. There is no L in walking in this truth. At the end of the day, regardless of what you lose, because even if you lose a wife, land, job, regardless, you're gonna receive 100-fold So like the word says, are my ways unequal? No, your ways are unequal. But there's no reason not to serve the Lord, man. You know?
You should, strive for the truth
You
unto
know?
death.
Unto death, man.
And Yahweh Shemashah will fight for you.
You know? Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Shai will fight for you,
Right,
man.
the power of powers, man, the King of Kings.
You see?
You have him on your side, man.
He's backing you up. You know? But you want to say, no, man, I'm good on my, you know? No, they got chicken flavor tomorrow. I can't miss that.
Honey garlic.
Honey garlic. Spicy garlic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Woo. Nah, but we trying to get out of here. As it is written, the captain of exile, hasteneth, that you may be loose.
Yep.
That's the spirit brothers should be in, y'all. You trying to get out of here, man.
100%, man.
You trying to go. You hear
Tell me
me?
those days,
Yeah.
man. Five.
You know, you waiting to get out.
Man.
You know, it's like in Egypt, we were calling out to Yahweh, Hashem, Yahweh Shai, calling out until he heard.
Yeah.
He turned his face to us.
Yeah.
You know, and then he stepped in on our behalf. Same thing, bro. Same thing now. We're calling to Yahweh, Hashem, Yahweh Shai. We're turning back to our powers, you know, because we discontinue from our heritage.
Yeah.
Now what we're learning, we're being built up once more. You know,
Built up, learning, it goes into edify.
Right.
They did a lesson about that being edified. Right. You know. That goes into we're building each other up, the body, man. You know, and you got it. So like, you know, that's basically But yeah, man. Like you were saying, it's like, yeah, man. You brought out good points, man. You know, we're hastening to get out of this place, man. Like you were saying back in Egypt, you know, we're in especially we're in our right mind because we knew who we were. Right. You know, we knew the power we were serving. Right. You know, even if they were 2/3 at that time as well, you know. But at that time, most of our people were in the house of mourning. Mm-hmm. You know, we're throwing up prayers. It says that if all our people turn to the east, to the east and pray unto Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, He'll deliver us, man. So now we have to pick up the slack for the other 2/3 that are not doing their job, man. We're in Egypt, but they're out there clubbing. Instead of being in the scriptures, trying to better themselves, trying to become a better person, man. This doesn't do anything for them, man. You know? You got something?
This is Ecclesiasticus 51 and verse 8. Then thought I upon thy mercy, O Lord, and upon thy acts of old, how thou deliverest such as wait for thee, and savest them out of the hands of the enemies.
So whatsoever things written aforetime, written for our learning.
So if you don't read this, it says, "Blessed are those that read and keep those things that they have." You know. So without reading, that's you're not even taking the first step. You know. Right. It says, "As it was in your mind to go astray from the Lord, seek Him 10 times more." You should want to read. You should want to watch videos. Mm-hmm. You know. It should be in your spirit to do all these things. You know. To do your best to please the Most High, because you know that if you do that, you obtain salvation in the end, huh? Like I said, there is no else from following the Lord Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, you know?
Because the victory is already written.
It's already written from the beginning.
It's already written.
It's already
written in ink, pen.
You know?
You can't erase it. You can't try to change it. That's what Esau said.
You know?
You try to change the story.
Oh man.
This is Psalms 98 and verse 1. Oh, sing unto the Lord a new song, for He hath done marvelous things. His right hand, which is Yahweh Shai, and His holy arm hath gotten the victory.
You know. So what side are you on? Yeah, that's the question, man. Because the 2/3, there has to be a 2/3. It's written. You know. Esau has to be exterminated. It's written. You know? These other nations, they're going to have to go into captivity. But you, Israel, we're speaking to the Israelites. They're out there. Mainly the elect, the hopeful elect. And those that seek to please Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, man. Do what you have to do.
Just the book of Deuteronomy 30 and 19. I call heaven and earth to record this day against you, that I have set before you life and death, blessing and cursing. Therefore choose life, that both thou and thy seed may live. You know, so set. Pick a side, like you said. You know?
You can set. It's like you said, man. Yeah, it's set.
Like in Joshua too. When
Yeah. As for me and my house,
I shall serve the
we'll
Lord.
serve the Lord. The Lord.
These two thirds don't want to serve the Lord.
Nah.
Fuck them anyway.
We were the same motherfuckers that wanted to go back to Egypt.
Yeah? I like they better Egypt. The watermelons are sweet, man.
Yeah.
Take me back, man. Hey, guess what? The sheriff, what do you think it was doing the laser?
Zap.
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 Yo,
Zap.
Zap.
you know?
What do you say?
Zap.
Zap.
What happened to Tyrone? I haven't seen him in a couple days. Yeah.
I heard he was speaking back.
Oh,
Shit.
Keep on moving.
It's like that. Yeah, that's when the fear of the Lord kicks in, bro.
Yeah.
I gotta be straight. I gotta be in order, man.
Yeah.
I gotta watch my mouth, man.
Yeah.
The scriptures say the mouth has the power of life and death.
Yeah.
In Proverbs.
Yeah.
Hey. Yeah, I know. I gotta watch my mouth, bro. I can't speak against Moses, man. Yo, let me chill, yeah?
Words hurt, man. Words mean, yo, they're powerful.
Yeah, that's why Isa came down with those mandates on the YouTube. You know, you can't talk about the you know the medical misinformation. You know, the hurtful what was it? Hurtful terms when you talk about the hateful speech, hate speech. When you talk about the ABC gang, the hateful speech. When you talk about all this wickedness, yo, that the words hurt.
You know how like the what's it called? What's that guy's name? The show that watching
Dave Chappelle.
Dave Chappelle. Yeah, he's like the baby. He killed a nigga at Walmart.
Yeah.
Nothing happened. But as soon as he spoke on those that ABCD gang, what happened?
Shut down. You know, you got canceled.
You saw turn off his green rice.
Shut down.
Oh man, gotta apologize for no money from apologize, man. The fuck?
I think he apologized too, huh?
Oh, he had to, bro. He had to, bro.
But you know how smooth he was with it, you know?
Yeah.
The way you know what I mean?
Yeah.
The way he told the truth, but made it seem like he wasn't really telling, you know what I mean?
Yeah, in a joking
manner. In a joking manner. That's just Jake for you, bro.
It's even the ABC gang, you know, they have to laugh at it.
Yeah.
They have to laugh at this thing because it's true, you know?
Trying to close out with it.
Yeah.
Going back to that the victory is already written. You know, it's the book of 2nd Ezra chapter 9 and verse 5. But like all that is made in the world hath a beginning and an end, and the end is manifest.
You know,
manifest.
Manifest as in. Can you bring out the definition of manifest?
Right.
And hey, you said the end is manifest.
Yeah.
We're in the end, bro.
Yeah.
It's here, bro. This is it. We're living. Come on.
What's manifest that Israel is gonna get the victory, man? And you see Esau falling.
Hey, Esau is the end of the door. Jacob's the beginning of that follower.
We're seeing that. You know, and scripture said, "Blessed to see that liveth to see the fall of his enemy." Paraphrasing. It's 9 things in my heart that I judge to be happy. A man that has joy over his children, and he that liveth to see the fall of his enemy. You know, roughly paraphrasing.
Hey, Lord willing, we get to see that, bro.
Right.
And we're up next, man.
You know,
hey, Moab, you're not next, bro. God, bro, you're not next, bro. Israel's next.
Bishop Pitt, you know, with his armies. You know?
He's waiting, man.
I got you with the feathers and iron. Yeah, you can take that.
You can take that. And I'll let you, man. Maybe I'll let you, spank Esau, you know, rule over them, you know, maybe.
I'm gonna have you to build my houses. You can build my houses. Because more of the fast builders, bro.
2 days, you get it.
Oh, good job, man. You want to beat up Esau?
It says here manifest in the Merriam-Webster definition. It says readily perceived by the senses and especially by the sense of sight.
Oh, come on,
So
with that, come on, man.
It says the second one, easily understood or recognized by the mind. Obvious.
The mind.
The
And doesn't it all start with the mind? Come on, man.
Yes.
You
There you go.
I shall bring you to remembrance by the renewing of your mind.
You know? And once you know this, you know that the end is the victory is written, and the end it says Esau is the end of the world,
Come on, man.
and Jacob the beginning of it that followed. It's all in the mind, man.
You jinx, bro. You gotta choose your side, bro. You go with Esau, you go with Israel, bro. And we already told you the end of Esau, and we told you what's about to come for Israel.
Yeah. Life and death.
You know, yeah, and that in Wisdom of Solomon, he professed to have the knowledge and call it himself the end of the just to be blessed.
Yep.
You know.
Yep. Let us test that theory. Let us test that theory. Shalom, Yahweh Shem Yahshua Barakatah.
Shalom.
God. You know? I think he brought out a precept.
I'm gonna grab it.
You got it?
God, Psalm 60 and 8. Psalm 60 and verse 8. Moab is my wash pot. Over Edom will I cast out my shoe. Philistia, triumph thou because of me. You know?
Moab is my wash pot.
Yeah.
Hey, come on, man.
Can't make
King
this
John.
up. Yeah, King John.
Yeah, come on, man.
Oh man.
Yeah.
God.
Lord, can I wash your feet?
Yeah.
Oh, of course, man.
God. Make it shiny, you know?
Good. Yeah.
Anyone got anything else?
Nah.
With that, I'd like to give our glory and honor
To Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Okakadash.
DTA Abba soon.
Double honors to the head apostles and elders of Great Millstone.
God.
You know?
Shalom.
It's now.
You know what I mean?
Brocky.
Come. Shalom. Now,
He said more pedicure.